Sister, the Bible is speaking about God being the God of a particular group of people. And we out here to let you know, sister, with the orange hat, we out here to let you know that this is your God, sister, and God loves you. But we got to do things for him to protect us, just like your father, right? If you disobey your father at home, you're going to get punished, right? So why do you think we're the only people getting punished on this earth? Have y'all ever been called black before?
Yeah.
Have y'all ever been called? Never? Really? Come on, you darker than my brother here, man. Hey, man, that's important. God said, he said he's going to punish us for our iniquities. And this, nobody is calling them niggas. Nobody's calling them black. Nobody's oppressing them. They're not getting pulled over by the police because they are not the children of Israel. Y'all believe in the Bible? Okay. But what don't y'all worship like Shiva or something like that in India? Yeah, Shiva, right? The dreadlocks comes from y'all, right? Shiva with the dreadlocks?
Yeah.
Yep. Have you ever been called black before? No? Have you ever been pulled over by the police?
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
So Moses, y'all know who Moses is? Right? He went to Egypt and saved the Israelites out of slavery. So God is speaking to these children. Keep going.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So iniquity is a sin. Sin is breaking God's laws. So some of God's laws is like breaking the Sabbath, having, laying with another man's wife, not honoring your mother and your father, don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. These things are a part of God's commandments. Now we see nobody in the earth keeping. Do y'all keep God's commandments? You keep the Sabbath?
No.
It's a commandment that thou shalt not lie, right? So you know that the Sabbath is a part of the commandments, right? So y'all don't keep the commandments. Do y'all think y'all are getting punished?
Sinners should be punished, right?
Huh?
Sinners should be punished.
Excuse me?
Sinners should be punished.
Sinners should be punished, but God is saying that he's only going to punish the children of Israel for their sins. You understand? So do you even growing your beard out, that's a commandment, to have a beard. But do you feel as though that you're being punished from God? Do you think black people are being punished today?
We are human.
Do you watch the news at all?
Yeah.
When you watch the news, you see black kids being gunned down every day. Do you see that in the East Indian community?
Yeah, everywhere it is there.
Excuse me?
Everywhere it is there, right?
But I'm saying,
Discrimination, yeah.
in East India, y'all kill each other? Y'all shoot each other in the streets? But you see,
That's not good.
that's not good, but it happens with the black community, right?
Yeah, that's not good, right?
Right, but this is a punishment that God has promised upon his people. So we want to here to let y'all know, through Christ and through prophecy, God said that his children of Israel will be punished for their sins. And the people that we see today, nobody keeps his commandments, right? But the people that are being punished are who you would call black people and Hispanic people, right? Do you know what happened here in America?
Yeah.
The rape, rob, enslavement, it was slavery. That happened to Native Indian and black people.
Yeah.
Has your people ever gone through that kind of slavery before?
No.
Where y'all from? Where you from?
Canada.
Canada?
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity?
Black and Hispanic.
Black and Hispanic. What about you?
India.
India. All praises. Have you ever been called black before?
I have been called Indian before.
You have been called Indian, but he's probably just about the same skin color as you, right?
Yeah.
Wow, your hand is actually darker than hers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right? But why do you think that you're called black, but he's not? He's never been called black before.
Features?
Huh?
Features?
Huh?
Features.
Features? Have you ever been pulled over by the police? No? Do you know people that have, black people that have been pulled over by the
Yeah.
police? How about for being black?
From like a third party perspective, like a third. Like
Right?
I'm
Black people get pulled over for being black, but he's the same skin color as you, and that he never experienced that.
Israelites in Deuteronomy in 28. Going through these curses. We ain't part of 12 tribe of Israel, then you can't relate. Going through these curses. Took the most time, we ain't listening, we disobey. Now we going through curses. Come back to these laws, follow Mashiach and keep it fair. To get rid of these curses. We the salt to the earth, we the ones with the flavor. How we let these weak niggas count and enslave us. Cause we before the create out of anger. Lost our protection, put our life all in danger. We the ones fighting in them cages like Vega. Killing off each other, doing our enemies.
Hey, sister, the Bible is speaking about God being the God of a particular group of people. And we out here to let you know, sister with the orange hat, we out here to let you know that this is your God, sister, and God loves you. But we got to do things for him to protect us, just like your father, right? If you disobey your father at home, you're going to get punished, right? So why you think we're the only people getting punished on this earth? And I mean that by like filling up the prison houses, by being in the ghettos, right? By being called a color out of a crayon box. What's your ethnicity? You don't know? You know, if I ask any other nation, they'll tell me, whether they're Chinese, East Indian, Russian, Arab, huh? You're 13? You're 14, but by your age, even a 14-year-old Chinese person will tell me they're from China and tell me where they're from and understand their language, their original language, right? From where? You're from Philly, but your ancestors weren't, right? Right? You know that your ancestors were stolen and brought over here, and they was slaves. They was getting whipped on their back and sold on auction blocks. This is the things that happen in this land. You know that? You don't know that? They're not teaching you this in school? That's crazy that they're taking these things. They're taking our history out of school, sister, so that we don't know who we are. Right? Let me get Amos 3:1. You believe in God? What you believe about it? You believe in a lot. Let me show you something. Bring it up.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Have you ever been to Christian church or Muslim? No? You're not religious? You're a Christian? So this is the Bible we're reading. It's speaking about the children of Israel. Did you ever hear about them before? Keep going.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
So God sent Moses. Moses was a black man. God sent him to save the slaves out of Egypt. So God is speaking to these children. Keep going.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Right. This is the Bible. He's saying you're the only people that God has known of all the families of the earth.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So what people do we see getting punished for their sins? Do you know what sin is? Sin is breaking God's laws. So that's like eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, breaking the Sabbath day, putting other gods before God, not following his laws. So nobody on this earth follows the laws of God. But what people do we see getting punished for this? Huh? What people bury their, what people has the grandchildren outliving the grandparents? No, has the grandparents outliving the grandchildren? When you watch the news, how many kids you see getting shot every day? A lot, right? Predominantly what demographic of people? I say 40, 20. It's when you see, you don't see Chinese kids on the news getting shot, right? What about Arab kids? Maybe in Iran and all that right now, when you know where they at in their country, but that's a war amongst two nations, right? What about in their own land?
Their own house.
Their own house. They don't see Arabs killing each other in Saudi Arabia. You see them fighting Jewish people, right? What about the East Indian with the red dot on his head? How many of them have you seen on the news getting shot? Not many. How about Hispanics? You ever seen Hispanics? I see a lot of Hispanics getting shot. You ever been down North Philly? You don't know? You never been down there?
I've been down west.
You've been down west, but if you go down North Philly, you'll see Puerto Ricans on a block grinding. You see Mexicans in the cartels and Texas and Mexico. They kill each other. Cubans, Colombians, Haitians, Jamaicans, right? Us as a people, we're known for gunning each other down. But this is a promise that God will punish us with because we're not listening to him. And he said, you're the only people that I'm going to punish for that, right? Let me show you something else.
Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right, this people of the Bible have been robbed and spoiled. What people have been robbed for their land, for their identity, for their language, for their natural resources? What people do you know? Is it the Arabs, the Chinese? These are none of them. They have their land, they have their language, they have their identity. But you can't even tell me your identity. God is saying this people of the Bible have been robbed and spoiled. Keep going.
They are all of them snared in holes.
So a snare is a trap. What people do we see glorifying the trap? Our people, the trap is the corner, right? Selling drugs and shooting each other. This is the trap. It's a literal trap. They put these guns and drugs in our community. You think we go to Afghanistan and get heroin? No, right? What about guns? You think we go to the NRA and these 12-year-olds is getting guns from, they're putting this in our community. Keep going.
And they are hid in prison houses.
What people do you know hid in prisons? You don't know? I've been to prison. He's been to prison. You mean? Well, I've been to prison many times, and I can't even tell you. Maybe like two Asians I've seen, maybe an Arab. But what I see is black and brown, black and Hispanic people filling up these prisons. But God said this people of the Bible, this people are hid in prison house. This was written thousands of years ago, sister. And this is it. So this Bible is not a religion. This Bible is a history of a particular group of people, which are the children of Israel. And I want to let you know, sister, you are a princess of God. God had created you to be the greatest nation on this earth. So we got to come back to him. And if you're a real Christian, if you really believe in God, let me show you something. Go to if you love me, keep my commandments. 1 John 3 and 4. No, that's 1 John
14, 15. John 14, 15.
14 and 15. Let me show you, sister. Because you love God. I'm going to show you what the Bible says how to love him.
This is John chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
All right, if we love God, keep his commandments. Let me get 1 John 5 and 2. One more, I'm going to show you, all right? Because I know you probably got somewhere to be, right? Can he give you a flyer?
This is 1 John chapter 5, verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God.
Sister. The Bible says this is how we know that we love the children of God. Read that again.
1 John 5, verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God when we love God and keep his commandments.
So his commandments is don't kill, don't steal, and you love your mother, honor your mother and your father. Imagine if we just kept these things, these commandments. Don't you think, Shalom, our community would be a lot better if we wasn't killing each other, if we wasn't stealing from each other, if we wasn't taking each other's wives, right? We'll have more love within our community. So God said, this is how we love the children of God when we keep the commandments. Keep going.
Verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
And it's not hard. Some of the commandments is don't eat pork. Do you eat pork? What about shrimp, crabs, lobster? Those things they're bottom feeders. So they're at the bottom of the ocean eating all the toxins. I mean, we don't want to put that in our body, and God doesn't want us to do that either. And the more that we eat the bottom feeders, the more our waters is going to be infested, because we don't have anything cleaning our waters out. So this is a commandment of God that we have to stop doing these things. And he's punishing us because we're doing it. So we just letting you know, sister, we come out here to give our people a warning that God is punishing our people. And there's a time more troublous that's going to come. World War III coming, civil war coming, famine coming. It's times that we never experienced before. And we're going to live through that. You yourself. If you lived long enough to see that. So if we want this protection, if we want the love of God to dwell within us, we have to keep his commandments. I love you, sister. Be safe, all right? All praises. Come on, King. Shalom, that brought you out by Shimon outside.
Oh, I forgot a fist bump.
Y'all from India? Y'all from India? I see what's going on today. I see a lot of folks from East India coming out here today. What's going on? Is there an event? No? How long y'all been in the United States? Huh? I'm sorry, I can't hear you with the traffic. Oh, you don't talk to black people? Huh? Okay, have y'all ever been called black before? Have y'all ever been called? Never? Really? Come on, you darker than my brother here, man. Hey, man, that's important. God said, he said he's going to punish us for our iniquities. And this, nobody is calling them niggas. Nobody's calling them black. Nobody's oppressing them. They're not getting pulled over by the police because they are not the children of Israel. God said, I'm going to punish you. And a lot of our people, we're believed that a lot of our people think that this oppression comes from the color of our skin. But we see, move over a little bit so he can get under there. But we see that this oppression is not for everybody with a dark skin color. Slocky, y'all. Here, you don't have to put it like that. I don't know what happened, but you gotta go the other way. Yeah. All praises to the Lord, though, right? Let me get something. Yeah. Let me get something. I'll take that.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You hear that? Where you from with the Oh man.
Seeing, bro, I don't know.
You good with the camera? Rahasha? You good with the camera?
That'll be my first time working one. I'll try.
No, hold on. Technical difficulties. Hey, Hermano with the green hoodie. All right, bring this up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right, it's going to come to pass if the children of Israel, because this is Moses giving the laws to the children of Israel. So if we don't hearken unto the voice of God, to do what?
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
It's a curse, man. It's a curse upon the black and brown community because we don't want to listen to God. We don't even know him. The Bible says, man, let me get 1 John chapter 2, verse 1 John 2 and 4. The Bible says, man, if we don't keep these commandments, there's no way we can know God. We know him through his punishment, but we also know him through his protection when we started keeping these commandments. I mean, when we started keeping these commandments, we noticed that God was with us. Our children, are so much more knowledgeable. And everything they do, they're more prosperous in these things. And everything we do, it's things that have been done for us. Y'all believe in God, family? Y'all believe in God? Can we talk about God? You ashamed to talk about God? The Bible says his people will never be ashamed. Man. His people will never be ashamed. And we're looking for his people. That's what we out here to do. We want to know who God's people is. Let me get Exodus 12 and 1. All right, War. Let me get Exodus 12 and 1. Let me get Deuteronomy 16 and 1. Where you from? Where y'all from? East India? Y'all from India? Yeah? Can we talk? Come and talk to us. All praise to the Most High. I'm glad y'all talk to us, man. We've been looking for somebody to talk to. What's going on? It's a lot of East Indians today coming out here. Is there an event going on? There's not an event? You guys believe in God? What God do you believe in? Jesus Christ? All praises. Y'all believe in Jesus Christ. Can I show y'all something about Jesus Christ and bring out the scripture? Yeah? All praises. Let's go to Matthew 15 and 24 and 15, right? 15 and 24. And let me get Matthew 2 and 6. Let me show y'all something about Jesus Christ. Y'all believe in the Bible? Okay. But what don't y'all worship like Shiva or something like that in India? Yeah, Shiva, right? The dreadlocks comes from y'all, right? Shiva with the dreadlocks? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we did some studying with about this not too long ago. And you know what I mean? We know a little bit about your culture, right? But we see that y'all coming to Jesus Christ now. What made you transition?
There is no transition. I believe that.
Okay. You still believe in Shiva and you believe in Jesus Christ? Oh.
I believe Shiva and Jesus.
Oh, you believe in Shiva and Jesus Christ. Okay. So bring us up.
This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So this is Jesus Christ's words in Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. Jesus Christ said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Do y'all know who the children of Israel are? You don't know? The Jews? Well, the Jews make up one tribe of the children of Israel. That makes up the tribe of Judah, right? Or we can say that makes up the southern kingdom collectively. But we also have a northern kingdom in the collective of 12 tribes. He didn't say he was only sent to the lost sheep of the Jews. He said to the lost sheep of the house of Israel as collectively. So let's entertain the Jews or the Jewish people. Who would be the rest of the Israelites walking on this earth today? Huh?
Jesus followers.
Well, this will be an ethnicity, not a, the Jews is an ethnicity. They came from Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and all the sons that came from Jacob will be the Israelites. So that would be an ethnic group of people. But what is crazy is that nobody understands who these people are today that Christ said he came for. Don't you think that would be important, though, to understand who these people are? All right, bringing this out, Matthew 2 and 6.
Matthew 2 and 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not thou the least among the princes of Judah?
So Jesus Christ came from Bethlehem, right? That was like a poor place, what we would call a ghetto. You know what I mean? So he said, out of there will come the princes of Judah. Christ is of the tribe of Judah, and he's a prince, right?
For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel.
So out of Bethlehem will come a governor who is Christ that's going to rule his people Israel. So we out here to let you know, because we are the children of Israel here as black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people. We can prove this with prophecy, history, and archaeology. Have you ever been called black before? No? Have you ever been pulled over by the police? Never been pulled over by the police? So with that testimony, go back to Amos 3 and 1. I'm going to show you a testimony. With your testimony, I'm going to prove that we are the children of Israel. Bring it up.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
So Moses, y'all know who Moses is? Right? He went to Egypt and saved the Israelites out of slavery. So God is speaking to these children. Keep going.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So iniquity is a sin. Sin is breaking God's laws. So some of God's laws is like breaking the Sabbath, having, laying with another man's wife, not honoring your mother and your father, don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. These things are a part of God's commandments. Now we see nobody in the earth keeping. Do y'all keep God's commandments? You keep the Sabbath?
No.
You know, it's a commandment that thou shalt not lie, right? So you know that the Sabbath is a part of the commandments, right? So y'all don't keep the commandments. Do y'all think y'all are getting punished?
Sinners should be punished, right?
Huh?
Sinners should be punished.
Excuse me?
Sinners should be punished.
Sinners should be punished, but God is saying that he's only going to punish the children of Israel for their sins. You understand? So do you even growing your beard out, that's a commandment, to have a beard. But do you feel as though that you're being punished from God? Do you think black people are being punished today?
We are human.
Do you watch the news at all?
Yeah.
When you watch the news, do you see black kids being gunned down every day? Do you see that in the East Indian community?
Yeah, everywhere it is there.
Excuse me?
Everywhere it is there, right?
What I'm saying,
Discrimination, yeah.
in East India, y'all kill each other? Y'all shoot each other in the streets? But you see,
That's not good.
that's not good, but it happens with the black community, right?
Yeah, that's not good, right?
Right, but this is a punishment that God has promised upon his people. So we want to here to let y'all know through Christ and through prophecy God said that his children of Israel will be punished for their sins. And the people that we see today, nobody keeps his commandments, right? But the people that are being punished are who you would call black people and Hispanic people, right? Do you know what happened here in America?
Yeah.
The rape, rob, enslavement, it was slavery. You know, that happened to Native Indian and black people.
Yeah.
Has your people ever gone through that kind of slavery before?
No.
So this is proof that we just want to show you, according to the Bible, that we, as far as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are the children of Israel who Christ came for. All right? All praise to the Most High. Right? So y'all, enjoy y'all time.
Yeah. Thank you.
All praise to the Most High. What about y'all? Y'all believe in God? Y'all believe in God? Let me get Eliphaz. Let me get Eliphaz somewhere. We're going to go into the definition of Eliphaz. Let me get that in Genesis where Eliphaz is the son of Esau. Right? Oh, y'all Muslim? Can we speak about the Quran? I want to speak about the Quran. You know what's crazy I just learned? The Shahada is nowhere in the Quran, but it's found in 3 different locations, and it's not consecutive. It's not together. You got to part it. And Muhammad was added to the Shahada. Muhammad was added to the Shahada. And they are making association with Allah by putting Muhammad into their stance and calling him a friend of Allah. Right? Bring this up.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Jump down to verse 4. And Adah bare Esau, Eliphaz, and Bathshemath bare Raul.
So let's go to this word Eliphaz. Go into the blue letter and pull up this word Eliphaz. Let's see what Eliphaz means. Say verse 4.
Eliphaz, outline of biblical usage. My God is fine gold.
Right? Esau's God is gold. Huh? That's why we can't talk about God with these people. Right? Excuse me, y'all. Y'all, where y'all from? Where y'all from? Yeah. Where?
From the ham.
For the Philippines?
No. I'm from Korea. I'm
You
from
from Korea, South Korea.
He far out, bro.
Damn, man, they putting martial law out South Korea right now. It's going down out there right now, right? You clapping for that? Yeah, I understand. What about y'all? Where y'all from?
I'm from Cheltenham, you know, on the
Ethnicity.
border.
Ethnicity.
Shit. I'm born and raised in the U.S., bro.
But
Yes,
where's
sir.
your family from? Because the U.S. was like a native Indian land, right?
Italy.
You're from Italy.
Italy.
Okay,
So I got a
Italian.
no-no. Yeah.
What part of Italy?
What is it, Venice?
Venice. What's that, north?
Yeah, it's north.
North Italy.
It's near the beaches and shit.
What about you? Where you from?
I'm from the Philippines.
You from the Philippines. Okay, you from the Philippines, you from South Korea, and you're from Italy. How did y'all find each other?
Shit. I saw his ass on the street looking for change. I was like, bro, you look like God, bro.
I see you wearing a cross on your neck. You believe in God? You believe in God? What you believe about him?
You know, I just believe there's a higher power out there.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
I think he's looking after us.
Yes, sir. You're watching right up there.
You believe in God as well?
Oh, yes, sir.
You believe in God. What about you?
Shit, you know, like, I just believe in biology, you know, like, it's really, everything started from one little particle, bro.
Oh, all things came from nothing.
Came from a rock.
Something like that.
Water and air and the stars and
everything just came
everything.
right in this
And so an explosion.
It happened, bro. It just happened.
Explosion happened.
We don't
and
know.
And it created
We don't know,
order.
bro.
And it created order.
He really like
We don't
likes
know.
the Big Bang a lot.
Yeah.
He
I like the Big
loves
Bang.
that shit. The Big Bang.
Okay.
I like big.
So you don't believe in God at all?
Shit, like, I don't know. Like, he's definitely a spot in my heart, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm talking
All right. So y'all
Biology.
believe in the Bible? Let me show. Do y'all know who Moses is?
Moses?
Yeah, Moses.
Did he cross the Red Sea?
He one who split the sea for the children of Israel and brought them out of the land of Egypt, right? So let me get Deuteronomy 20 and 10 real quick. Let me get Deuteronomy 20 and 10. Do y'all know that about the laws of God? Because God spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai, and God gave Moses a set of laws, right?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to read to you one of these laws. Bring this up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20, verse 10. When thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it.
Right, so God is telling the children of Israel, when you go to a city and fight against it, proclaim peace unto it. You agree that we should, before we go and fight each other, we should proclaim peace to each other?
Exactly, yeah.
What do you think that the rules of engagement of peace would be?
It'd be really hard battle, but I think peacefulness, the best thing ever,
Okay.
When two communities come together,
Come
become
together.
one,
You think that's of God?
that's like how we came here.
Okay.
Everybody deserves to hump their own butt.
We all should be one. Okay, keep reading.
Verse 11. And it shall be, if it make the answer of peace,
So before we go up to fight against anybody, proclaim peace. And if they say, yeah, we'll have peace,
and open unto thee, then it shall be that all people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee.
y'all know what tributaries are?
Oh, it's like a tribute. You know what I'm saying? Like a tribute. It's like you're giving something to someone.
So that would be like a possession.
Possession.
So if we proclaim peace, then the people that proclaim peace shall be a possession, according to God, right? Y'all believe in the Bible? Y'all believe in? All right, so proclaim peace. If they proclaim peace, they become tributaries. That's the terms of peace. All right, keep going.
And they shall serve thee.
All right, so how do y'all feel about that? How do you feel about God saying that if we want peace, and they say, if y'all say y'all want peace, right, we're the children of Israel, right? And if we went up to your county and to your neighborhood to fight against y'all, the first thing we got to do is proclaim peace. Now, the term of peace is that y'all have to be a possession and serve us. Do you think that's godly?
It's godly.
It's godly, right?
In my opinion,
It's godly, right?
It's godly. Like when I wake up in the morning, I think of God, how He's gonna put me in these
All
other
right.
paths and shit.
All right, so let's keep reading real quick.
It's like
Before y'all go.
the waves of the tsunami and shit.
We got one more.
Go ahead.
Then we gotta get one more.
I'm trying to butt. I'm trying to hump butt. I gotta hump butt. I'm still a virgin, so like.
Verse 12. And if it will make no
I
peace
don't know
with
if
thee,
God's trying to make
Right, but now, he said if we make peace with each other, you know what I mean, you got the other nation has to serve the Israelites. But if you make no peace, what?
but will make war against thee, then shalt thou besiege it.
All right, so if y'all don't want to make peace, then the commandment of God said, these are my commandments and this is what you have to do. If you don't want to make peace, if you don't want to be servants, then we have to attack your city. Keep going.
And when the Lord thy God hath delivered it into thine hands,
But God will deliver our enemies into our hands, right?
Yep.
thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword.
So because God has given this nation to us as a possession and he gave this nation into our hands, God's commandment is that we have to slay every male with the sword.
Whoa.
Right?
That sounds a little
right. Keep going.
crazy, and I'm feeling like the Lord.
But the women and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which the Lord thy God hath given thee.
All right, so what he's saying is, what God is saying is to Moses to tell the children of Israel, proclaim peace. If you don't want to proclaim peace, if y'all don't want peace, then we have to smite every male with the sword and take the women and children as slaves. So what y'all want? Y'all want peace? So what would y'all want? Well, would y'all want peace with the children of Israel or not? What would y'all want to do? So you're Jewish for real? You're not Jewish. Why are they lying on you like that? That's against God's commandments. So so what would y'all want? Would y'all want peace or would y'all want war? You want love? So a part of that love means, according to God, because you believe in the Bible, that term of love is y'all being tributaries and serving us. So how do y'all feel about serving us? Now remember, he said if y'all don't want to serve us according to God's commandment, we got to slay and take your head off. So what would you choose, right? What would you choose?
I would choose peace. You know what? I'm choosing peace, no matter
You
what.
choosing peace? So you're going to serve. Yeah. So bow down to us. No, that's on your knees. On your knees. Bow down. Come here real quick. See, y'all don't want peace because if you wanted peace, then you would have bowed down to us. Right? You see that? They don't really believe in God, man. They ain't never read that part of the Bible. They're atheists after the day. Where you from? Where you from? Mexico, man. You my hermano, king. You know what I mean? You gotta turn back to the laws of God, man. Keep the commandments so y'all can get out of them cages, man. What about you, king? You know God made you special, man. God made you the greatest nation of this earth. You gotta wear that, king. You gotta start moving like you the least of the nations. Who we got? Let me go back to Exodus. I don't even care about bringing this out. Let's talk about New Year's, right? Who cares, right? I'd rather grind something up. What we got over there? We look like, they look like some devoted Christians. What about you? Y'all Christians? No, y'all atheists? Kind of atheists? So nothing created everything. That's not even scientifically possible, right? Family. Family. Why are we the only ones burying our kids, sisters? Sisters. Sisters, why are we the only ones burying our children on a day-to-day? Why is it only our children that's getting gunned down, sisters? Do y'all know? Do y'all care? Y'all want to know? Now you gonna call on God when your baby shot? That's when you gonna call on God? When your baby got blood coughing out his mouth, you got a bullet wound to his chest talking about mommy saved me and ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it but cry to God, and what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Let me get Proverbs 1. Let me get Proverbs 1. And we're gonna show what's gonna happen to you and how God is gonna hear you. Only when bad things happen is when people want to call on God. I think it's after 20.
He got fringes on his scarf.
Where? Hey man, you from Puerto Rico?
It had the blue throwing on it too.
Where you from? Hey Dexter. Bring it out.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 26. Verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
Right, wisdom, man. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. Anybody can challenge us, man. We have the wisdom of God, man. God gave us a portion of wisdom to be able to understand how he wants us to operate, and gives us an understanding on how he's operating among this earth. Who he's for. Who he's coming to give the earth to. Who he's coming to give the nations to. He said, I have given these nations as enemies, man. And I will give them to you. But you gotta follow my commands and slay every one of them and take their head off. A lot of people ain't gonna be built for that. That sounds a little bit racist. That sounds very much racist. But I guess people would say, Jesus Christ came, so all of a sudden those things changed. So maybe God just used to be racist. Right? Keep going.
Verse 21, she crieth in the chief place of concourse.
All right, wisdom crieth in the chief place of concourse. Where y'all from? Y'all Hispanic? Y'all Hispanic? Y'all Hispanic? They don't talk to black people? Keep going.
In the openings of the gates, in the city, she uttereth her words, saying.
Saying, man. Wisdom crieth in the streets in the chief place of concourse. We got a loud mic, man, for if we really wanted to, we really had y'all really leaving that love sign, man, because y'all won't want to be hated. But we try to be humble and try to be educational. You know what I mean? We want to edify the people. Y'all not cold? Where y'all from? Canada? I don't understand this. Hey, white head, white Scully, white Scully, white Scully. Your mom let you come out the house looking like that? Only white people will do that, man. See, but this is the problem. We got the black and brown community want to be following after the ways of these people. We think that we created this sexual deviance. We think that we created this look of prostitution, right? But this really came from these European Caucasian Greeks, Romans. And then we got our woman walking around like them, looking like they just a low-price prostitute, right? Look at that. Y'all know that girl was like 12 years old, and y'all looking back at her like that? Look at it. I bet you. He said, yeah, that's a grown man looking at her like that. What's wrong with y'all, man? What happened to this one?
He died. I didn't die, man. Like, he set up.
005243.
Keep going.
Verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long will you simple ones, man? Come on, stop being simple-minded and come talk to some, let's gain some wisdom together. Let's talk about something educational. Let's talk about something real, right? Come on, let's talk about it. We friendly, we love everybody of Israel, right? Keep going.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
All right, the scorners delight in their scorning, right? Just like how we see that sisters, they really don't care about God out here. I mean, it looks like a bunch of lunatics out here teaching about God. That's how people look like. These guys gotta be crazy. They don't got a collection plate out there. All right, keep going.
And the fools hate knowledge.
All right, come on, man. Let's say the fools hate knowledge. Don't be a fool, man. Come over here. Let's gain some knowledge. Let's talk about some things. Let's grow together. Let's build. Let's gain some wisdom together. Maybe I can learn something from you, right? We could learn something from everybody, right? So let's learn something. Come on. Teach me something. Educate me. A couple minutes? What's that, gang signs? Or a couple minutes? All right, I'll give you a couple minutes. Don't go back on your word. All right, keep going.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Right, turn at the reproof. Take this correction. And if we take this correction, the Most High will pour his spirit upon us. Keep going.
I will make known my words unto you.
Right? If we take this correction and this reproof, he will pour his spirit and make his words known unto us. And this is why we know this Bible. This is why we know and understand this, is because we changed from this reproof. We accepted the correction and we applied it to our life and understood what God wanted from us, and we started to walk in these ways. And by walking in these ways, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years of brothers walking in this path, we're able to gain understanding and being able to teach and edify and rebuke correctly. Keep going.
Because I have called and ye refused.
Right? Just because God has called and people have refused. How is God calling? Is he calling your cell phone? Where y'all just come from? You East Indian? I mean, you Native Indian? You Native Indian? What tribe you from? I think he Native Indian, man. Right? Read that part again.
Because I have called and ye refused.
Right? Because God has called and people are refusing. Is God calling your cell phone, maybe? Y'all think God is going to call the cell phone? Or is God going to send people out here to let y'all know who God is? But people is refusing this understanding, refusing this reproof, this correction. Keep going.
I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
Right? God has stretched out his hand. We grabbed his hand. And now we can walk with God. But there's people, the mass majority of people, God has his hand stretched out. And people are disregarding it. They don't want to call to him. They don't want to answer the call. They don't want to walk with him. They don't want to walk in his path, because how can we walk together, sister, if we don't agree? If I want to go that way and you want to go that way, then we can't walk together. And it's the same thing with God. If we're not walking the way of God, then he's not going to, wow. Y'all let her come out the house like that? She is like she probably like 15 years old. They let 15-year-olds work at the strip club now? That's crazy. You got a question? Yeah, y'all can walk around. This is public space. Freedom of speech. Why you coming out the house looking like that? You have no respect for yourself? Right? Like how much, right? How much? How much? I know it's gotta be cheap. $5? $5? Listen, man. I'll sell her for more than that. I'll get more for you. If they only get $5 for you, I'll get you like 12. Listen, you gonna let your daughter come out the house looking like that? She ain't got no respect for herself, you know what I mean? You gotta understand, like, if you don't want to be this right, y'all right? And that might be your sister. What's up, kings? Y'all know y'all the greatest people on this earth, man? Y'all know that? You so-called Negroes. Hey, sister, what's up, sister? You know we your brothers over here, right? And we know we love you, right? You're a child, you're a princess of God. You got to keep the commandments. All right, sister? We love you. You're a princess, all right? All praise. Where you from? Ghana. All praise to the Lord. Yeah. You got some Haitians coming from Ghana, right? A lot of Haitians came from Ghana and Jamaicans, right? Yeah, all praises. Child of God right there, princess of God. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Where you from?
Canada.
Oh,
Canada?
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity?
Black and Hispanic.
Black and Hispanic. What about you?
India.
India. All praises. Have you ever been called black before?
Have I been? No.
I have been called Indian before.
You have been called Indian, but he's probably just about the same skin color as you, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think our hands are kind of.
Why? Your hand is actually darker than hers.
Oh yeah. I see
Yeah,
this one.
right? But why do you think that you're called black, but he's not? He's never been called black before.
Features?
Huh?
Features?
Huh?
Features.
Features? Have you ever been pulled over by the police?
No.
No? Do you know people that have, black people that have been pulled over by the
Yeah.
police? How about for being black?
From like a third party perspective, like a third. Like
Right? Black people get pulled over for being black, but he's the same skin color as you, and that he never experienced that. Why do you think that is?
Systemic racism.
Huh?
Systemic racism.
But how is it racism if y'all the same skin color?
Because I feel like certain features like clock with certain ethnicities.
Okay.
So they're looking for that in particular.
What if I told you that it was, let me show you something. I'm gonna show you. Watch, go to Deuteronomy 28 and go to 45. You believe in God? Y'all believe in God? Y'all do? The God of the Bible? Okay, bring this up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Do you know who Moses is?
Yeah, that guy split the sea, right?
Moses who split the sea and freed the slaves out of Egypt. Right? So God told Moses to tell the children of Israel these things. And Moses, God told Moses that, sister, God told Moses that there will be curses upon a particular group of people. Keep going. There'll be curses upon a particular group of people. Can I get just a couple more?
Yeah.
All right.
We
All
have
praises.
a word for 7.
All right. I'm gonna hurry up.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Because we won't listen to God.
to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Right? To keep God's commandments. Do you know God's commandments, sister? No, it's like honor your mother and your father, don't kill, don't steal, don't be a homosexual, these kinds of things, right? Don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Keep the Sabbath day holy, don't covet, right? If we don't keep these commandments, we'll be cursed.
Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
See, sister, it's a sign. It's a sign upon you, sister, that you would be called the color out of a crayon box, and you're actually a lighter skin color than him, and he was never called that before. So God said that's a curse that would be upon us because we're not keeping his commandments. So we out here to let you know that you are a child of God. You're not black. You're an Israelite, probably from the tribe of Judah, the same tribe that Jesus Christ was from. You know Jesus Christ is a black man according to the Bible? Right, so that would be your brother, sister, and we got to follow him, and the way he walked was perfectly following the commandments. So if we want to lift these curses, and if we want to save our children, then we're letting you know as a warning, keep the commandments so that God can love you as well. All right, we love you, sister. All praise to the Most High.
Make sure you give her a flyer.
Yeah, take that flyer.
That's
Make sure you
hers.
look up that information, sister. And when that don't work out, look for a man of your nation, sister. Y'all from India? India? How did I know, right? Oh, the red dot, what does that mean? Oh, praise.